Alright, this is just a quick video that shows Blue Mage solo through Matoya's Relict. You can do this with the Unrestricted and the level sync options on. This makes your spell learn rate 100%, even though you're doing it alone on Unrestricted. My spells change a little bit throughout the dungeon run. I've got the tank mimicry on to help with surviving tank busters. My main heal for most of this is going to be White Wind, and then I use Ram's Voice and Ultra Vibration to AoE down the first pull between bosses. The second pull between bosses I'm going to handle using Launcher and various cooldowns. For this first boss fight, make sure you have Missile on. It's the only way you're really going to get it down in a timely manner alone. You could probably do this regularly solo, but why go through the hassle? Use Missile. If you still need his spell, you're going to want to wait for him to cast it, which is going to take about 30 seconds or so. Tank Buster's easily survivable. Keep your health topped off. And he should start casting the spell right here. There it is, Peat, Pelt, that's the spell. As soon as he casts it, you're free and clear to kill him. I'm not 100% sure on if you can kill him after the cast bar finishes, or if you need to get hit by that boulder. I don't think you need to get hit by the boulder, because the boulder is not called Peat Pelt. So I think after he casts it, you're actually free and clear. But super quick fight, moving on. Alright, for the second boss, not a whole lot to worry about. You can survive pretty much everything without too much stress. The Crash Smash Tank Buster, it's a good idea to use Chelonian Gate for it, just so your health doesn't go down too low. This allows you to use White Wind as your primary heal for this fight without letting yourself get too far below half where White Wind isn't effective anymore. So you'll see here, Chelonian Gate's up. I'm already down 25% health. It only hits me for about 50% of my health. White Wind a couple of times and I'm right back to full. For this fight, it's mostly about letting your dots tick down, so keep those active. I use Bristle to empower my dots a bit more. It just allows you to focus on surviving, but with some optimization you can absolutely get this boss down much faster than I do here. I'm just kind of working my way through it. I haven't been playing Blue Mage a whole lot lately, so this is kind of my first attempt at getting back into it. And with this specific part, if you line up that line AoE just right, you'll hit all of them like I did that one time. But it's a tight window, so I wouldn't worry too much about it. There's plenty of time to get these all down. You just gotta get it down before they can finish their cast, and you'll be alright. With that, I'll leave it there. We'll go to the last boss. I'll talk a little bit about that one, which the last boss is definitely harder, but the last boss has no spell. So up to this point, you can learn all the spells solo, and then you can just leave, because you can't get log credit alone anyway. So you can stop here if you want to stop here, but I'll tell you a little bit about what I did for the last boss when we get there. Alright, I'm going to leave this part in, kind of annoying. I went into my spellbook and took off Launcher, and then right when the lava parted, I took one step forward before I clicked on Missile, and I got stuck in combat, had to fight this mob regularly. So it kind of wasted a bit of time. You can missile this down because you'll have used Ultra Vibration on one of the previous packs. So it's just a quick and easy way to do it. Pop on Missile, fire a couple of missiles off, and he'll be dead in no time. Okay, so for this last boss, it took me a couple of wipes to kind of get my eyeballs on how much healing I needed, how much mana I needed. So you'll see me use things like Blood Drain. I switch over to Rehydration to get one big heal in there, and then at that point it's just trying to make sure that you're reducing the damage of those tank busters. They're a little bit nasty because you'll take a couple of hits, take a tank buster, take a couple of hits, and you'll essentially always survive, but your health will be so low that you can't use White Wind to heal yourself back up. So the smart move would just be to start casting Rehydration the second that the boss starts casting the tank buster, or you can just swift cast Rehydration once the tank buster resolves. Move on with the clear. This one takes me a little bit longer than I'm happy with, but there's no sense in trying to optimize it. I'm just trying to show that it's possible. You can absolutely do these things alone. So learn from my mistakes, bring more healing than you need, bring Blood Drain just in case you need some MP, and then optimize your DPS and you can get through this super fast. This full video is 17 minutes. I just cut out the wipes where I was kind of learning how to do this. So realistically, if you fix the places where I messed up at, this is probably easily done in 13 minutes or less, which is probably about the same or faster than most groups of 4 players at level are going to run this. Obviously 4 blue mages is always going to be faster, it's going to be tough to beat that, but a lot of my blue mage groups have really bad blue mages in them, where they don't really care to learn how to do a burst window or use moon flute or any of that optimization that's going to make them effective DPS. A lot of the tanks never leave Mighty Guard, so they never do good damage. A lot of the healers focus too much on healing, so they never do good damage. So I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of blue mages took 13 minutes to clear this, which is how fast I can do it alone. You'll see that one, that was the hairiest part there. I should have just casted Rehydration, but this is my first time using that spell. Phantom Flurry is an amazing tool. You can pretty much kill this whole mob with Phantom Flurry. You do have to kill this before the gauge hits 100 in the middle of the screen there. If that gauge hits 100, I believe it's a wipe. I didn't try like Diamondback and things to cheese it because it's so easy to beat the timer. You can see there, didn't even make it to the halfway mark before I got it killed on my own. And then from this point on, it's just a standard fight, watching out for those tank busters, keeping your health topped off, watching your mana. And then you can get through this no problem. even if you just let your dot tick down, you're guaranteed to win this fight without it taking too terribly long. But from that point on, there's no more interesting mechanics. It's the same thing on repeat. So I'll leave it here. You can watch out the rest of the video if you want to see exactly how much I struggle with it. It's really not that bad. So yeah, good luck, and happy Blue Mage, everybody.